Good morning, Kitsus. It was brought to my attention that my audio was a little loud last time, but that's okay. I think I have it fixed. It might be a little quieter, so I'm hoping that that's not the case, that it's like so low you don't hear anything. But hi, I hope you guys are having a fantastic morning. I know that I'm gone this week, but today and Saturday we're going to be having these videos. So I put up my Twitter poll in the Twitter, and one of the Pokemon that you guys voted on was a combination between Zorora and Cubone. So I will admit, there's not too much I could do given what Cubone's supposed to be. Like, there's always been those theories about it being like a um, baby Kangaskhan, and it's just so this fusion is going to be interesting and not very like long, but I will get to that as we get over to the video. Let's go ahead and get over there, shall we? So, for Zora and Cubone, something that we've noticed is that Zora tends to be a Pokemon that has an overwhelming love for its mother, and the mother also very much cares for the young kid. So, what happens whenever a baby Zora loses its mother? That's the real question that a lot of people have thought about, and we get something really interesting. The reason why these two Pokemon ended up being fused together was just for the sake of curiosity. Because, I mean, Pokemon fusion is either going to occur naturally or scientifically. So far, all the Pokemon that we've fused have been scientific. But who knows? Maybe this one came about by accident. Now, the important thing to know about the this Pokemon fusion is that it very much retains a lot of the features of Zora. It doesn't seem to maintain so many features from Cubone. In fact, the only thing that really seems to be carried over from Cubone is its typing. Which, I mean, yeah, it changes, it basically becomes a dark ground type, which does still open it up for some weaknesses, but this Pokemon, which is dubbed Zorune, it wears the mask. It basically wears like a kitsune mask, right? And it constantly looks for a mother that no longer exists in this world. It doesn't know that this mother is gone, though, and as a result, it searches and searches, unaware that the mother has basically passed on. As a result, given that it has fused Cubone, the markings of Zora did transfer over to the top of the skull, and something that Zora gained was the ability to manipulate the ground. And with its illusionary abilities, it's able to mimic multiple bones, as we see up here in the speed draw. So you never know which bone is going to be the actual real one. Um, Something to note is we don't actually know what Zorune's face looks like anymore. People theorize that Zorune now looks like a little black fox with some red markings, but that it doesn't have the same markings that are found on the face of Zorora. We really don't know. What we do know is that this Pokemon bonds very strongly to anybody who is willing to step in and act as a caretaker. Um, However, it just doesn't tend to happen that often because this Pokemon's appearance generally in general, frightens other Pokemon and sometimes people. This mainly has to do with the fact that the icy blue of its eyes are given an otherworldly glow. It has actually led many people to believe this Pokemon is inaccurately a dark and ghost type. We don't know what this Pokemon is going to evolve into, what it will look like when it does evolve. Um, right now, whenever it does use Bone Meringue, it seems like the bone itself is actually just made of earth, so it's unknown if Zorune carries a bone club. Currently, it only appears to. Like Zora, it does seem to be fond of tricks, but is also overwhelmingly melancholy. So if you find yourself a Zorune that is still actively pulling tricks, it does mean this Pokemon has started to process its life without its mother. And that can either be very dangerous or very good. It fully depends on the circumstances that surround this specific Pokemon. So, that said, is that a Pokemon that you would capture? I wonder. I think I would, just because of the typing. It seems to be interesting, and I'd be very curious to see what its evolution is and what abilities it gets as a result. With all of that said and done, um, well, who's that Pokemon? Well, it's Zorune. Ta-da! Like I said, there wasn't too much about this Pokemon, but it does have a lot of mystery to it, you know? Okay, so let's go ahead and head over back to our just chatting screen. Thank you, Kitsu, so much for joining me today. Um, we're going to be posting more polls on Twitter once I get back. Um, we are still getting back into the habit on streaming Friday and Saturdays. You can catch me live those days over on Twitch, and you will also find links to my Instagram, my Twitter, all down in the description below. Please remember to like and subscribe. All of you Kitsus have a fantastic day. Bye bye!